Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Kingmaker. And they'll be facing the Ogre.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about it.
Up first, King. Up against them, the Ogre.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Canada. Wearing the white trunks with red trim.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could feel it in the mouth.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That straight had to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not so tense anymore. Trying to loosen things up. I like it. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You just see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
She scores with that count. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that jab. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Tried to score with a jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. Here we go. It's round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the ropes because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. 4 blank counters.
The perfect counter lands. And we may see an early stoppage here. That the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Couldn't land that jab. You don't want to trade shots. finish it! And Kingmaker has been knocked down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took her out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's still on the fight.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Boxing back on. As soon as you start doing your thing, you're going to win. Great work. Great work. I love that. I love what you're doing. Too hard. Get back out there, focus, and you will be on top. Boxer, it's still landing the power shot.
On to the third. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
That left hook missed. Throws the jab and doesn't score. Nice defense by her on that right hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Jab misses. Nice counter. She misses with the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of...
You will win. You are the better.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
I'm happy. I'm a happy coach. I like that round.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good counter shot by her. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Good counter punching. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Nice counter shot. Miss with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
If you box, you will win.
This is the beginning of round 6, so the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He got hit by a punch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Catch and shoot. He wasn't ready for that counter. That counter shot lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out.
You're better than this. I've seen so much more from you.
Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Let's see that again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. She got clipped by that counter. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
Once you're back out there, get your boxing back on.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, Johnny, give her some advice here. We know what she's got to do. It's desperation time after being dropped in that last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The straight right just misses. Can't land that jab. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with something that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? A chance to make history. Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Neither fighter willing to slow down. The referee really thinking about... And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
Where did that come from? What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you complete it.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering...
Once you get back.
And there's the bell for round 9. Well, the corner can do whatever they want to try and motivate their fighter to get back into this, but it all boils down to her, Johnny. Does she have the heart, the will, the desire, the strength to turn this around?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's a counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot by her. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk. Hold that thought! This may do it! And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up.
And she has no choice but to take a knee.
She definitely knows she's lost a round, Todd, so she's just giving herself 8 seconds rest.
7, 8.
It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Boxer, great round.
We've made it to round 10. She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy, does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning.
And down goes Kingmaker. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Trying to land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Upset this would be. Didn't wait too long to get back. And wisely, they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good round for her, for sure. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back to me.
There's the bell to start round 11. So she's back in her corner, Johnny, but you got to believe this is just a calm before the next storm. Her opponent is going to swarm her again as soon as that bell rings.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Just misses that uppercut. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? No rest for the weary. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Not a lot of defense here at all. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might pop my jack, then uppercut, then he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. Yeah, I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog. I'm a coach flick. Underdogs coming out on top. Got them so sick. 1, 2, 3, I think it's over. 4, 5, 6, he leaning over. 7, 8, they bout to ring the bell. 9, 10, pack them up like mail. It's over. 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 UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed. UNDISPUTED. over. It's over. I'm undisputed, baby. It's over. 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 I'm undisputed, baby.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, it's optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Fly winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, author rain is August, wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slickest icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hit and hitting the different differs. What did he do with it, didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They Googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. So it's the blonde bomber, Ebony Bridges. She's 155 centimeters tall and has 153 centimeter reach. And her opponent, Terry Harper, tipping the scales at 60.8 kilos. She's got a reach of 165 centimeters. Her height, 174.
This is going to be so exciting. It'd be like David and Goliath. I'm so excited for this. How is this ever going to play out?
The blonde bomber, Ebony Bridges, fighting from down under. In New South Wales, Australia, she won the IBF Bantamweight title in March of 2022. Terry Belter Harper. She won the IBO lightweight title in 2019 and then did it in the WBC in 2020. She fights out of Denby, England.
The height, how is that going to... He's going to need a step ladder to hit this fighter.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia, a women's Australian super bantamweight champion, Ebony, the blonde bomber Bridges. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Yorkshire, England.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The straight right just misses. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Can't find a home for that jab. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They've elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Catch and shoot. Drop their guard, they get caught. She launches a punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter shot by her. A perfect counter lands. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. It has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting to get a little more animated. They've got to inspire her.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
I like that round. Good work. You were thinking...
And there's the bell to start round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. How about that time counter shot? This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
It's sluggish, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train, this is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven. Swinging big and misses
with that hook. Nice counter. She catches and counters. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
I've been in fights like that.
And there's the bell for round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fights. Boxing on the edge of the ring. Use the jab, use the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
That counter shot lands. She scores with that counter. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. She got clipped by that counter. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. They exchange punches. And counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Bridges in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Back on. Get right. Great round. Great round. Right, now relax. Relax. Trained. Get back out there and win the round.
On to the 4th we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It's all offense all the time. Bridges on her back foot, and down goes Bridges. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?